let's get into action. Kia is doing a standard push with Xingchen trying to block the door, and the Marines reacting by having two guys, Xingchen and Not, both stopping the push on the bridge. And the good zombie would send the horde to probe all the other direction. As we can see, Pro-Gate is trying to stop the horde, poking on the gate direction. Meanwhile, we have an Ever opening. As I said, this is quite standard. You have the Ever moving to the east side, trying to poke the two outer side room, connecting to contain security and the alpha lane. Right now, this is a very standard opening. We don't have any strange thing going on. Let's see how the push happens. Right here we have Xingchen going for a flame grenade. That's rather effective holding the early on horde. So, in my opinion, if the zombie is really dedicated to the ground around the room, there's not much Marine can do about it. So as we can see, plasma is revealed. Xingchen has a plasma. Kia is doing a little bit twerking action there. I'm not sure that's intended. So the main horde is now committed to take out the alpha lane room. Now the locked door action will stop that. One of the reasons why Kia chose to push Xingchen with the plasma player is because plasma cannot hold horde but observe that the entire horde is pretty much annihilated by the flame grenade and the door lock action. We have Red Jam pushing the sword, getting ready for the creep action, and Pro-Gate taking out the creep. Both players responding very well. So to our surprise, in fact the plasma player was able to hold the room. Should there be a reinforcement, this room will not be losing, but I think at this point it's quite obvious. The plasma player, as we said before, is not going to be able to hold a horde without a plasma grenade. Observing the rest of the map, we have only two rooms to be taken by the zombie. This is, in my opinion, a rather adventurous starting point for the Marine team. But we must not see the Marines are ahead because the zombies snowball easily whenever Marine makes a mistake. Second Aber in the action, both aberration being made. I think I lost the where the first aberration was killed. Now movement to the north and gate direction with another poking. This is a 3-pronged attack from the zombie side, using nothing but the horde. Should be easily stoppable as long as they are detected. Red Jam going for the Vision Droid, Panda Zulu, also Panda Zulu rather, going for the north vision. From the Marine perspective, I think this is quite obvious what the zombie is doing. Very good intel being revealed by the Marine side. Now the question remains as what this two aberration can accomplish. We'll say they're probably gonna do some coordinated attack, and we have one Aber tipping east to pressure. It was not scouted. Yes, it was here. Not. It's a shotgun. If indeed found, this aberration is gonna be in deep trouble. Okay, but tap on that. Meanwhile, a gene is to be made. This is rather peculiar to my knowledge. Unfortunately, not see that, but we have a vision droid there, so not will be in action very soon. The south side stabilizes with Red Jam putting down the flame turret. Very effective against stopping a zombie poking action such as this, what we are seeing right here. As imagine not take down the aberration protecting auto contain. But it seems that this is a standard how of doing that. It's just gonna lose the security auto contain. Pro-Gate and Sky stopping the horde from taking another room by proking. So the zombie is doing many things simultaneously, trying to outmaneuver the Marine shields. I I deploy aberration and a small zombie horde poking, but so far it has not been rather fruitful. Right at this point, the zombie player is nothing but three rooms. Teams, north side plasma will be able to handle this aberration push with rather ease. Good job on the vision, red jam, scouting the poke on the bridge side to contain. Not in response, real time. Red jam putting down another cherry, stopping those poke with small zombie. Team taking out the aberration. This is another major win from the Marine team. Small issue with outside contain, but that door is typically rather strong. Now I'm not saying the healing drone is probably taken out by the zombie. So let's see what is the next round of action from Wakia. We have a T2 Gene finish, a Gene Splicer. That is used rather effective as sending out flyers to take out the connecting room. And an overseer is quite essential to avoid unnecessary detection from the vision droid and a snipe from the super steam player. Team Panda holding north strong, and you still consistent seeing those small push, but this Marine team just too good to fall for that because all the vision droid put in place rather well. Responding time. Pro gay. Yes, taking out the interesting choice of not casual. If I see that interesting. Normally people go for shockwave, but that's definitely a fast rocket. Not much is going on at this moment. Definitively, I would say the zombie is rather behind at this point, especially when the flyer is scouted. Program response to that was delayed, will definitely towards the losing of the outer power. Another advantage of Gene Splicer is you can spawn those mini aberration velocity that really require anti-alpha capability to take them out. You see, even plasma is struggling a little bit against it. Simultaneous push on the alpha lane. That flame cherry is gonna do God's work against that. Once again, the Marine team stabilizes as predicted. Pro Gay loses the outer power room. That room is rather painful to lose because the zombie can easily harass the power side of mining with it. Now we're seeing a push on the contained side. All of them accounted for by the Marine team, now taking out the push with the Sky Okay, T3 zombies on the field. That tank is really hard to deal with, really hard. So it is not quite effective, in my opinion, for the zombie to go simultaneously the string and Alpha, especially Gene. But Rakuya is using the Gene in a fashion, spawning atrocity to poke where the Alpha stopping power is weak. Interesting poke here. Let's see if we can defend this side. Okay. So Sky almost died with no spell casted. That's been and while Team Stopping Board is not that useful plasma, but they will have to manage. Now coming in, probably releasing the super steam, kind of dual gas work, stopping this board with 3 turns. It is a 180 gas investment, but if it delays the room being taken out, probably worthwhile. As expected, once the zombie gas to tank string, the Marine side team very start to struggle stopping those forts. But that's a good arc strike, well done. Gene still trying to find the opportunity to take more room, but unless this outer contain loses very fast, the Marine team will stabilize and stay ahead. team with a typical team side operation has already started. Hopefully we can see some habituation soon because this Marine team will really struggle against the armored zombie unless you have some good amount of habituation against it. And the trade-off on having the heavy string is you're not gonna get as many zombies on the field. So you have a smaller army, but they have more hit points and cover to take it down. Look, this simple poke really just annihilated the entire security force with ease. Just took 10 seconds to take out that room. And zombies once again gaining momentum on the north side. Those rockets will be struggling hard time against that tank string. Yeah, I'm not sure how heavy children can defend against it, but it's definitely a main counter in the Marines toolkit. Jing making the action. Now, this is why the zombie has always gotten a window of opportunity, and it was mobile. The zombie right now is taking room by room. Surprisingly, the last security bot here was saved by not. Still trying to. Super team is running out, and we're gonna see that room to be lost soon. Any small delay matters. Power is out of action. Okay, so north, once you have the attack screen on the field, those two rockets will struggle big time against that. And you can see this zombie just make any momentum by momentum and just taking room by room. It is not to be stopped. We have very little pressure in the Alpha region, so the Arc player is really building and fortifying this region with mine, Psi, and all that. I'm not sure if the tank player is doing anything right now. Probably just scouting. He has the sensor, as we can see on the Marine side team, even during power out. That sensor will be a crucial indicator on zombie movement. So the movement towards I want to say both FDC and contain already started, but I'm anticipating the Marine team will still severely lack the firepower to just take out those armor string along with the Jing operation here. I'm not sure if you want to really root that Jing in front of a super steam shotgun. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, once that little core is done, okay, now the team is joining the action. Not super steaming. That Jing is a gunner. Now that Jing is a gunner, so that means the zombie will have a hard time to recover from multi-pronged attack. Now he has to rely on zombie forward to push. Let's see. Hanajura, TP in. Well, if you observe carefully, you probably notice sometimes we have two rocket players, their attack do not connect. And those are some examples why rocket tends to be rather weak at holding later on. And the smaller rocket, the shock bit, even though against a normal core, and just struggle against the tank string. Okay, it's not identified that this one has a slow side. What is it? It's right there. So that is buying the Marine team a major amount of time. Now, should the team was alive, they might have been able to send a flyer from the back and already ambush these two guys. Now, if you send the team from the back, the flyer comes in, or they're busy up front, you can really snap those two rockets. That will make a huge difference. But luckily for the Marine team, they were able to take out the Jing, stopping the multi-pronged attack. This is an off-creep grenadier to be released in Alpha gas tank room. Also have the red jam R tank combination. You have a power on the action, you see the tank scanning to gain the critical vision needed to shoot the sword and to stop it. The tank is officially the advanced grenadier counter, and one of the reasons to get rid of that tank problem is just like Okay, that's a critical nuke. I believe that nuke just saved the room. So that's why, even though Alpha was not pushed, the Alpha player had to be very preemptively defending. This room has 3 security guard left, with 2 small turret, 1 on fire. And immediately, I believe not drop aside. That is a great choice, because somewhere around here, you're gonna expect the Oculus to come back in, do some drops. Heavy string drop, very hard to kill. They're gonna take out the remaining several security guard, take out this room. Once this room is gone, there's no more mining. I repeat, there's gonna be no more mining for the Marine team. So this is the last mining operation for the Marine side. You have a typical Alpha Force ending that is to be expected. Now, the key of this game is gonna be how are they going to delay the zombie from taking containment at FDC. The fuel distribution center allows the Marine to continue diverting and avoiding the zombie from releasing that delay in the counter. Right now, we have 7 minutes, roughly 7 minutes to the end of the game. If the zombie take out this room, that easily adds to another 5 minutes. So the zombie choice on heavy string is definitely very good, very smart. You'll see shotgun doesn't really fare that well against it. Neither is rocket. Plasma, just in general, does not fare well against string. So maybe this Marine team would have lost more rooms. In fact, if the zombie did not start with this field operation of at least 4 aberration, but instead just go to string directly. Nevertheless, it's still considered the meta for zombie to do this aberration while from pushes. Okay, we see that I was talking about it. The Oculus come in, trying to drop, but you see the Marine team is well prepared for it. There is a 3 churn, 1 heal, 1 nuke there. That is not gonna die anytime soon. The zombie push from both security side and Alpha and Scotted. Now the flame churn will struggle with some more munition now. With the heavy churn in the back, that heavy churn is gonna do some good work. It does 90 damage per shot. That is, if I recall correctly, more than plasma. So if you put on several heavy churn, it will take out those small populations. I did my own work. So actually that side did die to heavy string. Largely due to a volatile string was very good. So this 4 turret layout here will really allow the zombie is still trying to take out this room desperately. King finding it out. Almost taking it out. 1 more shot. Taking it out. That's huge. In fact, if the zombie can keep dropping, it will most certainly gun and destroy the many operations in the range. Even dropping the Greater Knight as concrete in that room, and that would affect the game. Because there's no other hangar in which the Marine can set up a decent buffer to gain the very much needed time to set up a hangar. A hangar on setup is just really weak. You can take it out easily with those Nova Light in the Operation Abomination, just drop non-stop. So the importance of those buffer rooms already gained the critical needed time for the Marine team to set up. Now, very great job holding the FDC and content on the Marine side. I'm not consistently dropping that super scheme. Gaming is needed DPS to take out the score. And slow side also critically important against our strength, slowing down. This room still not dead. That's gonna be rather frustrating for the Z player. Is right now making Oculus, trying to drop again perhaps. But at this point, the FDCs not taking is a really huge mistake by the zombie, so it was really forsaken for a while. So, and it not joined. So there's no Marine vision on it, if I'm not incorrect here. So it could have taken this room, delay a couple minutes. That also is gonna come in, drop an off-trip Nidus yet again. You do not want to drop the... Oh, okay. So that Nidus is gonna become on-trip once that security guard, okay, not let that guy die. That guy died, so once that security guard died, that side fell, this Nidus will become on-trip. So all of a sudden, even though the green side had a great defense, they are ready pushed into an unestablished hammer, unfortified hammer. It is with a Nidus. I'm not sure if the green side team can really hold this reinforced string. We have that jams, that nuke's gonna be the key here. Where's the Oculus go? Did the Oculus die? That Oculus dying was ready because that's down the Green Knight. You see the Green Knight, even though it has a longer period of time, there's not much remaining. I'm very certain with some stun and some tank action, the Marine side can indeed buy the very much needed time to set up the hammer. A 2-pronged cast small Chelsea, pro game here, accounted for. Dropping new, not ready to let go beta as well, huh? So Delta also undefended. Okay, not there. Probably want to do that to Alpha or Delta. This is a rare occasion where the Marine side really what's ahead. Normally you would expect the Marine side is lose to hammer before the door opens. That's the normal case, I would say. In this scenario, the gun is pretty struggling, just taking only one connecting room to the hammer. Just Marine side can really set up the hammer too well, it seems. And the zombie may have to, spend time on Beta and Delta to take them out. We have some gas being dropped, and the rest of the core trying to take out the other connected room. Those are all eating up on the precious little time the zombie has left to take out our hammer. Most of the Marine players do not have teleportation making after hammer still the one go-to hammer. Ready, you can take out Alpha, hitting former range, that is still secured as a zombie victory. We have Pro-Gate still there, checking out Beta, but he's ready to reinforce Alpha whenever needed because he's a TP. Not has already come back from Delta to join the major defense at Alpha in order to avoid only 2 escapes from the Marine. That's a very really great sign. Maybe the gun could have gotten more grip and more speed on the grip. And there's no Alpha inside to push this. So it would seem that the Marine is trying to secure this victory without much challenge, albeit having a rather undefended hammer here. The one showing and a slow side. Luckily we do have the slow side. The zombie is not probably discovered from the earlier defeat during the battle. Not really making much of a momentum. Very much needed momentum to secure this game. Only opportunity we have is to launch a tornado attack with the planes here. Just gotten the flyers coming in. So that is still a possibility during power-ups. Anything can happen. And if those flyers get there in time, maybe, just saying maybe, could have gotten some Marine by chance. Let's see. The pro game still north, Beta, and at this point it's probably worthwhile to jump back into the hard just to secure some 2 Marine escape and to reinforce the defense here. Because the majority of the guys that are trapping on our at this point. Check it out, we have quick turn to minor with no underlight. Only chance is only now. Try to take out when doing a power off with that That mine is being hurt. And that's true. Okay, alright. So that mine is going to slow down the zombie momentum and with some of the power of time for the zombie. Team overloading plasma. Sniping the burst. We have not. That's exactly what I was talking about. The zombie has an opportunity to pick up submarine during the per round. Not seem to be the only casualty we're calling from the marine side. So continues happening. Very brilliant sky here. That tank is being repaired heavily by Red Jam. Good job. So good hold. But the Cherries are all out of juice. Red is desperately trying to save Sky, who still dies. Now, that Cherries needs to be charged, and we need more DPS there, guys. Barely. You see, even though the Marine had great advantage to the point of cannon opening, still lost 2 Marines. That was indeed unfortunate. So now running wild on the map. Saying goodbye to everybody. Again, thank you for watching.